Good day, everyone. We are here to discuss what is public relation and why this is very important function in administrative. So, first of all, do you believe public relation is very important in organization? Yes, public relation is very important in every organization because it helps build a good image and strong relationship between the agency and the people. So, in short, public relation is all about trust, communication, and understanding. So, the main goal of public relation is the harmony of people or in the community and the agency or the organization. So, halimbawa na lang, si Jollibee is nag-produce siya ng emotional commercial, tapos every Valentine's Day niya ipasalida. So, do you think it's a marketing or it's a public relations? So, very good, children. It is a marketing strategy and it also a public relation. Kasi it connects the brand to people's feelings and experiences. So, dito pa lang no, sa example, sa muka, dito sa mga tricycle. Sorry. So, dito pa lang no, na makikita na lang, may makita talaga natin or malaman talaga natin kung ano ang public relations. Hopefully, na-understand niyo yung example ko para makat-continue po tayo sa kung ano ba talaga ang public relation. So, in our report, we will explain what public relation means and also its components, principles, function, and how it connects to the administration. So now, let's proceed to our discussion. So first of all, let's define what is public relation. So according to the book, public relation is a continuous effort to create harmony between an organization and the public. It also a two-way of communication, meaning hindi lang nagsasalita ang organisasyon, kundi nakikinig din ito sa mga tao. So, halimbawa na lang, yung organisasyon is nagsasalita, then ito yung community. Kapag nagsasalita ang organisasyon, ay makikinig dapat ang community. Kapag times na magsalita yung community, dapat makinig din yung organisasyon para magkaroon ng communication at magkaroon ng harmony. So, dapat magsalitan sila ng ideas or anything else para mabuo nila ang harmony na main goal ng public relation. So, naiintindihan? Thumbs up the bell? Ay, wala nag thumbs up. Marag wala yun nakasabot. Charos. So, now, let's proceed. So, ang meaning ng tatlo na nasa PPT ngayon ay yung catalyst, counselor, or communicator. Ano yung tatlo? Ano yung tatlo, Kuya Brian, ng catalyst and counselor communicator? So, that is a public relations officer dapat na i-act. Dapat yung public relation officer is naa siya sa tatlo, ay naa ang tatlo na murag magsilbi sa kanya guide na magiging catalyst siya and counselor siya and communicator siya. So, a public relation officer act as a counselor, communicator, or the catalyst between the agency and the community. So, siya yung mag-initiate, mag-advise, and mag-explain kung ano ang dapat gagawin. So, yun ang public relation officer. So, we will back to the what is public relation. So, public relation is to create harmony between an organization and the public. So, public relation officer mag-act o catalyst, counselor, and communicator between the agency and the community. Gets lang man? Thumbs up tabi? Okay, very good. So, public relation is also part of management because it helps evaluate public attitude, improve policy, and create programs that gain people trust. So, sabi nga nila, public relation is 90% doing the right thing and 10% telling about it. So, ginawan ko siya ng another term. So, para siyang gawin mo muna ang tama bago mo ito ipagmalaki. Para siyang ganyan. So, gawin mo muna ang tama bago mo ito ipagmalaki. Kapag magkamali ka, kapag gagawa ka ng tama kasi, kapag ipagmamali ka, basta. Times na ipagmalaki mo ni is murag broad jud siya, like arang big impact jud siya sa imo kay tama man ang imong gibuhat, diba? Like ana gani sila kapag magkamali daw ang isa ka tao, mao jud daw halimbawa ang tao is arang wala siya mali, wala siya perfect permente ang iyang ginabuhat, pero kapag makamali na siya, dito pa lang siya makita kay nagkamali siya. So, ang ginaingon diri sa 90% doing the right thing and 10% telling about it is gawin mo muna ng tama bago mo ito pagmalaki. Yan lang for me yan lang yung naiintindihan ko dyan. Public relation is 90% doing the right thing and 10% telling about it. So, kaya dapat tama muna ang ginagawa ng organisasyon bago ito ipahayag sa publiko. Now that we understand what public relation means, let's go its core components, the main parts that make it effective. So, core components of an organized PR program. So, may tatlong core components. Ang una dyan is the communication. So, ito ang puso ng public relation. So, there should always be a free and open flow of information between the organization and the people. Yan yung sinasabi ko kanina. Dapat magkaroon talaga ng ugnayan or magkaroon ng salitan na komunikasyon para malaman kung ano ang dapat gawin or dapat asikasuhin. Kasi kapag walang komunikasyon yung isang tao, kasi hindi sila magkakaintindihan, hindi sila magkakaroon ng ugnayan para sa isa't isa, at hindi ma-resolve ang mga dapat solusyonan. So for example, when barangay posts updates about free medical checkups or feeding programs, that's communication. They're informing the people. So doon pa lang sa example na yon, makikita natin yung communication. So hindi na natin maiiba or hindi na natin hindi natin maalis or mawala kung naatay communication. So number 2, using feedback and policy and planning. Bring these gather attitudes and ideas to bear on the organization policy and programs. So this allows the organization to chart a course that serves the mutual interest of all concerned parties. So this is an example of, like, halimbawa is kung merong reklamo, dapat actionan yun, mga inanan siya. So kapag may reklamo o suggestion ng isa ka community, dapat ang organization is mag-adjust and mag-promote ng new programs or new something, like para maka-help sa people's needs. Like kung saan kailangan dapat dito lang dapat sila mag-focus. Kung di sa ganahan, dapat dili sila dapat iingon. Magsagitan niya po sila, meron siya communication. Kaya sa communication man gyud, dito pa nila mabalaan kung unsay need jud sa community. So dapat dito pa lang, kapag ingon ng community na ingani na dili sila ganaan ingani, dapat ang organization kabalo sila mag-adjust para sa community. So dapat ang organization is hawud magminaw or hawud mag-feedback sa community. So ganyan yung using feedback in policy and planning, or the adjustment or responsiveness. So it also, public relation will helping the administration plan better based on people's needs. So dito pa lang is malalaman ng public relation officer kung ano dapat ang gagawin. So alibawa kung mabalaan niya. So ang administration is mag-adjust or make another policy or another program to help the people of the community what they need or what they want to or what they want. So dito sa using feedback and policy and planning is dapat uragan ay siya like harang ay dapat ang imong pagbunwag sa organization ba inana ang ikadalawa nga components. So let's proceed sa ikatatlo. So diri na ang explaining and promoting action. So dito ito naman yung components na nagpapaliwanag na kung ano mga proyekto or serbisyo. So public relation will explain the why behind every decision. So dito ipapaliwanag kung bakit ganito, kung bakit ganyan, bakit ganito. Ito ang isa sa components na napaka-importante sapagkat dito malalaman ng community kung ano ang resulta or ano ang meaning ng ibubunwag or ibibigay na produkto or ibibigay na programa. So dito na components malalaman na ng community ay okay ganito pala yan, okay mabuti naman pala yung intention ng organization, so dapat tayo. So dito yung community is maliliwanagan na siya kung ano ang dapat niyang gawin or ano ang dapat niyang asikasuhin, yung ganun. So for example na lang, so when the DSWD promotes its 4-piece program, so public relation officer make poster and conduct orientation to explain how the program works. So this is the example, like ang public officer daw is magbutang daw siya og poster na nakapaloob dito tanan kung unsa man ang purpose, unsa ang dapat himuon para masali sa purpose or unsa man ang orientation para sa mga purpose na mga tao. So ganyan. So nagets lang man ang tatlo components, which is the communication. Kailangan talaga natin ang una ng communication bago tayo mag-proceed sa pangalawang components, which is the feedback. So kung ano dapat ang i-prioritize sa community, kung ano dapat ang saluubin ng community para magawa natin ng paraan. So then, the number 3 is the explaining and promoting. So, dito na natin i-explain kung ano ang dapat gawin, kung ano ang bakit may ganito, bakit may ganyan, yung ganun. So the 3 components or 3 core components are communication, responsiveness, and explanation. Or in other words, facilitate and evaluating communication using feedback and policy and planning, explaining and promoting action. So, gets naman no? Kung wala man na gets, hopefully na maibutang ninyo ang inyong questions sa chat box para ang atong maisa-isa na to unya kung unsa man yung mga hinanakit dra sa inyong kinabuhi, charis. Pero hopefully na-gets naman kay simple lang man to akong gipanghatag ng mga words or terms or anything else. And now let's proceed or let's talk about the principles that guide public relation that will be tackled ni Miss Crazy Molina. Thank you very much po.
Now let's proceed to salient principles of successful public relations according to Elizabeth Hangland as quoted by Skidmore. So first, define goals and targets. This means you need to know exactly what you want to achieve. A clear goal guides all your actions and decisions. The term goal is broad. Primary outcome we want to achieve. Target are the specific, measurable milestone that mark your progress along the way. So example, the launch of a new community counseling and family support program. For our new program, we must define our goals and targets. Ang overall goal natin is to reduce juvenile delinquency in our municipality. Ang specific target natin are to identify and work with 50 at-risk youth within the year. and to conduct monthly life skills workshops starting next month. So lahat ng galaw natin dapat aligned dito sa goal at target na ito. Next is identify your publics. You cannot communicate effectively with everyone in the same way. This principle requires identifying your specific publics or stakeholders, the distinct groups who are involved with, interested in, or affected by our work. So example, now we need to identify our public for this juvenile intervention program. Our key group are at-risk youth themselves, their parents or guardian, the local schools and teachers, and the PNP and Barangay Council for Peace and Order. So, iba-iba ang paraan sa ato ang pakipag-istorya sa bata kumpara sa mga pulis or sa ilahang parents. So, next, evaluate resources. Before acting, you must take stock of what you have. Resources are the asset you can use. This include human resources, your staff skills and time, financial resources, your budget, and informational resources, kanin siya ang data and facts that you have gathered. Example, before kita mag-launch, let's evaluate our resources. Meron ba tayong sapat na financial resources for workshop materials? Sino sa atin ang trained to handle youth counseling? Prepared na ba ang our human resources ready? So, kana nga dapat ato ang i-consider. Note mutual benefits. So, sustainable relationships are built on exchange, not just requests. Mutual benefit means identifying and communicating the value that all parties receive from the collaboration. Example, when we approach the school for partnership, we don't just ask for access to students. We explain the mutual benefits. Sa principal, this program will help improve students' behavior and attendance, which support your school mission. For us, it allows us to reach the youth and safe environment. This is a win-win for both our organizations. So next is master specific techniques. This is about proficiency and execution. Techniques are the specific methods, tools, and channels you use to communicate and implement your plans, from writing reports to using social media. Example, to reach our different publics, we must master specific techniques. For the barangay council, we use a formal presentation. For the youth, we'll use social media challenges and interactive games. Yung report natin sa donors dapat concise and visual. Dapat kabaluta kung anong technique ang pinaka-effective para sa bawat nga grupo. So next, be absolutely honest. This is the non-negotiable foundation of trust. Honesty here means operating with transparency and integrity in all action, admitting mistakes and setting realistic expectations. For example, in all our dealings, we must be absolutely honest. We cannot promise a parent that their children will completely magbago na. Instead, pwede na to iingon na, Ma'am, we cannot guarantee a specific outcome, but we can promise to provide consistent support, mentorship, and positive activities for your child. So, we will be transparent with you about this progress. This honesty builds a deeper trust than empty promises. So next or lastly, the appreciation. Show appreciation. So this principle ensures people feel valued. Appreciation is the genuine act of acknowledging and thanking people for their contribution, which build morally and encourage ongoing supports. Example, our first successful workshop is crucial to show our appreciation. We will tell the volunteers nga Madamo gid nga salamat sa inyong suporta and sa inyong pagtabang. So na your patient energy made a huge difference for these kids. So we will also thank the barangay for the venue na atong nagamit. So this simple acts makes everyone feel seen and valued and more likely to help again in the future, di ba? Next is public relation is a function of management, often reporting directly to the top leadership like the board of directors. Its primary purpose to promote public understanding and acceptance, ultimately ensuring the agency maintain a favorable public image or reputation. So, meron tayong qualities of a good public relations officer. So, it may includes integrity. This means being honest and having strong moral principles. The PRO must be trustworthy as they are the voice of the agency. Example, as a PRO, kailangan naka-integrity. Kaya halimbawa, nagkamali sa agency. So, hindi siya pwede itago. Instead, iingon na gina-acknowledge ang mali and we are taking steps to correct it. So, honestly builds the long-term trust. Next is a sense of timing and good journalistic ability. This involves knowing when to release information and how to present it in a clear, concise, and compelling way, much like a journalist. So, example, dapat may sense of timing, di ba? So, example, we have a big successful story. We will release it on Friday afternoon for the weekend news. So, hindi on Monday morning kay ang mga tao is busy at isulat niyo na siya na parang news article, short, clear, and impactful. Next naman is good knowledge of media. The PRO or Public Relations Officer must be familiar with different media channels like television, press, exhibition, and social media and know how to use each one effectively. For example, a good PRO knows the media. For a fundraising event, we might use TV for a short interview, Facebook for daily updates, and an exhibition booth sa mall to interact directly with people. Ibang platform, ibang strategy. And next is the ability to get along well with all sorts of people. So the PRO interacts with everyone from clients and committee members to journalists and government officials. They may be approachable and diplomatic. So, example, you might be talking to a corporate donor in the morning, and then in the afternoon, you're listening to the concern of a community leader. Dapat comfortable ka at respectful sa lahat ng situation. Now we have duties of the Public Relations Officer. The duties of a Public Relations Officer may comprise the following. First, providing information about the agency. The Public Relations Officer is the primary source of information about the agency work, mission, and services. So, example, naga-work na ko as PRO. So, part of my job is providing information. So, if a citizen asks kung unsa ang ginabuhat sa agency para sa mga senior citizen, I can clearly explain nga we have a weekly feeding program and medical check-up every month para sa mga senior citizen. Next is dealing with all relations with the press. The PRO manages all communication with journalists, from sending out press releases to answering media inquiries. So, example, if a reporter calls about the recent project, I am the one who will answer. Next is organization of visit to other agencies. The PRO arranges and coordinates visits to other organizations for learning, networking, and partnership building. So, example, we are planning to organize a visit to the SWD next week to learn about their best practices. So, mangana sila. So, ako ang nagatrabaho as PRO, ako ang mag-coordinate sa kanila para sa schedule, participants, at agenda para sa smooth ang entire reset. So next is responsibility for house journal explanation. The public relation officer is often responsible for the agency internal and external publication like newsletters or annual reports. So example, I am also in charge of a house journal or quarterly newsletter. Kailangan ko mangolekta ng success stories from social workers, mag-edit at mag-print para mabasa ng staff at stakeholder nga mga accomplishment natin. So, yun ang mga duties ng isang PRO. So, we have the executive roles. So, finally, it is crucial to recognize that public image is not solely the PRO's responsibility because the agency executive, example, the director or president, is the official representative. To the public, the executive is the agency. Their actions, words, and decisions have the ultimate impact on the agency image. So, example, kahit na magaling ang PRO, the executive role is paramount. For example, when the executive gives a speech, kailangan maayos at may substance. Kung may crisis, the executive must be the one to face the public and reassure them, to backstabs with them. Ang sabi nga, the PRO can open the door, but the executive must walk through it. So, in conclusion, a favorable agency image is not an accident. It is built through the dedicated work of a skilled public relations officer who possesses integrity, journalistic skills, media knowledge, and interpersonal effectiveness, supported by an executive who embodies the agency values. So, the PR or public relation function is essential for promoting understanding, gaining acceptance, and ensuring the agency can effectively serve its public. So, that's all. Thank you.